G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I am back with some Final Fantasy 15 episode Ardyn news. Now, it feels like I've been waiting about a year to say that. It seems the rumors and the whispers of episode Ardyn being confirmed have been around for pretty much since the launch of the game. But recently SquareEnix and Hajime Tabata have come out and said that next year they will be doing another round of DLC comprising of 3 major updates that will be around about the size of the episodes, if not episodes themselves. So with this news, they also said that one of these episodes will be episode Ardyn. And ever since the user survey they did, which Ardyn did get the #1 spot, people have been really clamoring for an episode Ardyn. So it's good to see that they're listening to fans and they're giving them what they want. Number 2 on that poll was actually Luna Freya, but in the past Square Enix has said that they want to do something with Luna Freya, but they're worried that they don't have a compelling enough story for her. And they've also said that they respect the results of the player survey, but they're not going to be bound to them. Like, they're still going to have an amount of freedom in what they actually update. So Ardyn does have a pretty rich lore and backstory that we can pull from. He was once in line to be the king of Lucius, but because of him kind of martyring himself and absorbing the Star Scourge into himself, he was banished from the kingdom, and somebody else was chosen to take the royal line. So ever since then, he's kind of been jaded about the whole crystal thing and the royal line, and he's plotted his revenge. He's actually been alive for, I think, about 1,000 years at this point. The fact that he absorbed the Star Scourge actually made him immortal as well. So he's had a lot of time to plot and plan his revenge upon the true king. So with this in mind, I don't really know where they're going to go as far as lore is concerned, whether they're going to delve into his past a lot or they're going to follow him through his recent kind of meddling with the Niflheim Empire and the overthrow of Insomnia. I don't know whether we're going to see him from that point of view, but either way, I think it's really cool that they're expanding on this character. I am, though, a little bit apprehensive, and I don't know if concerned is the word, but I don't know how the fans are going to receive this whole thing. I know they did an episode, they did an update to chapter 12 where they updated some of the cutscenes in that chapter and gave us a little bit more lore and backstory on not only Shiva but Ifrit as well, and a little bit more about the Astrals. Now, generally on the videos I posted, it was a very positive response and a lot of people really liked what was happening. But I did see a fair few comments and a few messages I got as well that people feel that Square Enix or the Final Fantasy 15 team ruined the lore with that chapter. They said it was too cliched, it was too predictable and boring, and it just completely ruined those characters, and the whatever X fan theory they had was ruined by it. Now, I'm worried that because this game's been out for so long and there's been such huge gaps in lore and story, that people have had a lot of time to go into various YouTubers or websites or forums and kind of build up this what you call like a headcanon or a story in their own mind that they believe the game or a character should fit. So I'm worried at this point that people have too much of a preconceived notion of what Ardyn is, what his motivations are, and what his story is. Whereas when we actually get into episode Ardyn, it's very possible that the devs of Final Fantasy 15 have a very different idea in mind as far as Ardyn is concerned. I hope when it comes to this that people have enough flexibility and maturity to say, okay, this is the creator of this character and this is their vision for them. I hope they don't go, oh, X person had a better theory and he said this and then she said that and blah, 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 blah. I just hope that people respect the direction that the Final Fantasy 15 team takes with this episode. Because for me personally, one of the biggest attractions for Ardyn, well, actually his voice actor, his English voice actor is probably the most appealing thing when it comes to Ardyn for me. I think he's a fine character, a fine villain, but I'm like, yeah, he does the job. It's not like, I don't believe he's the greatest villain ever, but he's pretty good. Part of the appeal for him though is that I feel he's mysterious, and I like the fact that we don't know everything about his past. I like that we don't fully understand his motivations. We kind of get it, but for him to hold such a long-standing grudge, yeah, I like the little bit of mystery there in the villain. I think that's what a lot of people, even in real life, hold an appeal for. If they have a slight sense of mystery, you can go, oh, I want to find out more about this person. And sometimes when you do find out more about that person, you're like, yeah, I want to go back. I don't want to know that, So I kind of want him to remain this dark, kind of enigmatic mystery. So yeah, we'll see. I'm confident that the Final Fantasy 15 team will go in a good direction with Ardyn, but that's also because I don't like speculations too much. I don't like reading about fan theories all that much. Like sometimes I'll read over and go, huh, interesting, and then I pretty much push it aside and I just go off what the information is that we have. So for me, there's nothing really, they're not going to shatter an illusion of a character too much for me, but I really hope that people aren't reading too much into fan theories and fictions before this one comes out. Anyway, that was a bit of a long-winded discussion on my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts on it? Are you excited about episode Ardyn? Are you a little bit apprehensive of what they might do with his character? Or do you have any of your own theories of what they might do? Remember that everyone has their own opinion, and the only one that actually is true is the one that's published in the game. So just try and keep that in mind. Anyway, if you did like this video and you are hyped for episode Ardyn, then please leave a thumbs up. Any comments or suggestions, then leave them down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so, because December is going to be massive for Final Fantasy 15, so stay tuned. Anyway guys, this has been Lemon Eating Cow. Moo 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 moo.